He is the craziest forging genius in the Forged in Fire competition, a technique king who stands out from military leagues, and a top-tier bladesmith who wielded a hammer to forge a cloud-patterned 9-ringed broadsword, and fiercely brought down the wild beast Lugu. In the mortal realm, he is Tyler Huxa, yet even such a showmanship king faced great peril. In his initial participation, it was because the opponents matched, for him by the production team, were all top champions with years of forging experience. Moreover, the rules of this competition were extremely challenging. The production team required the contestants to replicate this M3 tactical dagger at a 1-to-1 ratio using the Damascus stacking technique within 3 hours. It's worth noting that making such a knife in a factory would take 3 days, but the production team demanded they finish it in 3 hours. Upon hearing the rules, other contestants were somewhat flustered. Only Tyler remained very composed. After obtaining the steel, he first used a grinder to polish it clean. Then he began to design a stacking plan. Ultimately, he decided to repeatedly stack it up to 180 layers before starting to forge it into a knife. Behind such a bold operation was confidence in his own abilities. After the steel billet was heated, it was placed on the machine for stretching. From the color of the billet, it was clear that the fusion effect was very good. Using a power hammer, he vigorously stretched and elongated the billet. Then he cut it into 4 equal parts and stacked them again. Throughout the process, his speed was fast, and no problems arose. Such excellent performance also caught the attention of the judges. In contrast, Mike on the other side was more cautious. He knew well that the higher the number of stacked layers, the higher the failure rate, so he planned to stack only the initial 11 layers, and then forge them into a knife. After the billet was heated, he sprinkled a large amount of flux to aid in fusion. After obtaining the steel, Sherlock decided to first use an acetone solution to clean away the impurities. Seeing this, Leo on the side immediately joined in to clean it together. Like Tyler, Sherlock was also a military man. In order not to disgrace the military, he also chose to stack 140 layers of Damascus steel to demonstrate his strength. However, unlike Tyler, to increase speed, Sherlock directly used hot cutting to perform a secondary stacking of the billet. Yet due to the lack of a secondary cleaning, the billet showed signs of delamination during forging. It was now very difficult to remedy, so Sherlock decisively chose to start over. Leo, like Mike, was a conservative. He didn't perform a secondary stacking, but directly stacked and welded the 11 layers of billet, heated and forged it, and then placed it on the machine for stretching. To add some highlights, Leo also used a small drill bit to drill raindrop Damascus patterns on the surface of the blade blank. Everything was going very smoothly, but the next second, an accident suddenly occurred.